Well, I have a story for you. I went to see a client and I had a look at everything involved in replacing their furnace. Everything to do with the gas lines to the electrical connection, to the drains, and to the venting, and also how the furnace had to be replaced because the physical dimensions of modern furnaces are different than the physical dimensions of some older furnaces. So when I had a really good look at it and I explained everything to the homeowner that would be involved in the replacement, now for me it was nothing unusual. I'm sure they were hearing it maybe for the first time, but I could tell by the look on their face that they had some information that they weren't really ready to share with me. And that's okay, because people hold their cards close to their vest, and I don't mind that because I know exactly what we're going to do. I know exactly what things cost, and I know exactly what we're going to be getting involved in when we do a job. So I have to make sure that everything is considered before I do a quote. Well, when I was working out the numbers for the people, I could see that their faces were going kind of white. So I asked them, I said, you seem like you're put off a little bit. What's going on? And they said, well, your numbers are all way too high. They're just not right. And I said, okay, why do you say that? And me, I'm thinking that they've gotten a few people in and they've gotten some quotes, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right out in left field, or maybe I made a mistake. But this was a pretty straightforward job, so I didn't make a mistake on the cost. Anyway, finally, the wife says, well, I use ChatGPT and the furnace should only cost this much to put in. And it's not the first time I've heard that, but do you know how hard it is to get someone to understand that ChatGPT or a Google search isn't really giving you all the information? It can't see everything that we need to do. And somehow it's pulled numbers from the internet. Maybe companies have posted numbers that might have started out as low as. I don't really know how it happens, but I suggested to these people that they don't listen to me and they don't take my word for it until they've had a chance to consult with maybe 2 or 3 other companies, because I could tell myself that there was going to be no changing her mind. She truly believed that this was the right number and I was completely wrong. And I thought, well, fair enough. But I also know, because I use ChatGPT as well, and I use other artificial intelligence programs, I have caught them making mistakes more times than I can count, because the systems aren't foolproof. They can only relay information that they've collected from somewhere, and if they didn't collect the information in an accurate way, there's no way it's going to be able to give it back to you in a meaningful way. So with that appointment and those people, I thanked them very much for their time, and I excused myself. I did do the formal quote. I did send it out. I did not change the numbers. It was exactly as I told them that it would be. That was about a week ago. I haven't heard back from those people, and ego can have something to do with it too. It may be that they got other prices and they found out that they may have felt they were a little bit rude to me. Doesn't hurt my feelings, but they may then have gone with another company that they hadn't said any of that to, just so that they would feel better about what went on. Anyway, I hope they do call me back, and I know that I will take care of them. I'm not going to hold anything against someone for trying to do their due diligence. I preach that. I tell people to shop around. But in this case, I can't say what happened because I really don't know. But stay comfortable, but please stay tuned.